welcome back to the second ever Roots podcast. First one was Roots on Road. This is Roots at home. This is Roots at the crib. You see it. For our YouTube audience, you see it. I'm gonna go out and say we are at the nicest facility in the USL. Don't even add us or add us. Come check it out. Like, it's the nicest facility in USL. Maybe we can start out, just go around, everyone introduce themselves. That's how we started last time.
Sir.
Even we got some returners, some new guys, but last time we barely even scratched the surface. So we also just hit the midpoint of the season, so we could talk a little bit about the year. We got some good questions that people brought up, and we could just explore some new topics. So Chuy, you want to start us off?
What's up, guys? I'm Chuy. I play for Roots, and I'm a winger.
Where are you from?
Newark, California, East Palo Alto, and Redwood City.
Oh my gosh.
So the Bay Area, San Francisco, everything. Jose Hernandez. I'm a returner. Well, I made an appearance last time. Little cameo. But yeah.
Where are you from?
Originally from Mexico, but I was raised in Phoenix, Arizona. Mexico City.
Nice.
Estado, Toluca.
Name's Wolfgang Prentice. I'm a newbie.
Let's go.
First year here from Redondo Beach and play center mid.
Great to have you, Wolfgang. Great to have you.
Memo Diaz.
Where are you
I'm
from?
from El Paso, Texas. Raised in Anthony, New Mexico. Small little outside of El Paso. And yeah, I'm a outside back.
Nice. See,
And forward sometimes.
we're learning things about each other, and it's just our intros, you know?
I didn't know that. You were raised in New Mexico.
See?
I always
Crazy.
wondered how you in India, because she's from there, right? That's where she's from.
I always wonder why every time we go to Mexico. Yeah, they had a lot of people going. Yeah.
All right. I'm Ariel Mbumba. I'm from San Jose, from the Bay Area. I'm new to Max's podcast. It's my first time. I'm an outside back as well.
Wow.
That's a bold
embracing the
statement.
outside back.
I mean,
What?
bro, that's what's on the paper, bro.
Let's
I'm an outside back right
Yeah,
now.
I see Johnny's,
Creeping?
Johnny's creeping. He's scared to come over here.
Yeah, he's being
We'll-
shy over there.
Yeah.
Bro,
We'll get him over here eventually. We'll get him here.
No,
over
he's
here
coming. He's
eventually.
coming.
But,
You need to introduce yourself at least, bro. Oh,
We'll get to it. But
All right. Here we go.
we could just start kind of broad. I mentioned we just hit the half point of the season. So just like, what are some reflections, some thoughts on the first half of the season? And then what are we thinking going into the second half?
See the question right there. Go ahead. Come on, bro.
I can start us off. I'll start us off. Hey, we could keep it real. We started off like shit.
Yeah.
Like what, winless in our first 4 or 5 games? When did we get our first win? I don't. Was it Loudon?
Yeah, Loudon.
It took us a while to get our first win, but there's no doubt of the talent that we have, the character that we have. You saw how many times we went back, we fought back. You saw some of the performances that we had. So as bad as the start we had, we then hit a run where we went like 9 unbeaten.
Yeah, 9
something like that. And we really showed the quality that we have. And so I think the first half started slow, disappointing results, but we showed the quality, we showed the character. So we showed flashes of what we're capable of. And now it's about, all right, we know what we can do. How can we sustain that through the second half? We've proved that we're a fucking good team when we want to be, but how can we sustain that? So that's my personal kind of reflection. We could kind of go into each person's like individual, because we got a lot of individual journeys that are crazy too. So any other reflection on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, even teams, even when we've played teams and they've beaten us, like I feel like we've always been the better team. We've always been the better team. We sometimes don't take advantage of opportunities that we get in front of goal, and we gotta learn how to take advantage of those. But other than that, yeah, like you said, we're starting off the second half of the season, on a good note, and I think we're just gonna keep going from there.
Based off on like what you said, we had flashes on like certain like character and we had like different flashes on different games. On some games we showed this, some games we showed different things.
Yeah.
How can we put all together in like performance, character, in every single game.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like you said, we've had different things in the first half. Now can we put it all together and from there take off and do it every time, every game.
Yeah, no, I think both of you are pretty spot on. I think mostly I would say the coming together and putting everything together. First half of the season, the results weren't there, but performances I thought were really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look back at Rowdies, or even it was one that we played really well on the road, even in New Mexico when we tied at the last minute. Like, there's been flashes of from some very, very good footy. I think obviously getting a new staff, a lot of new players, all of that, it takes there's an adaptment period, you could say. I think that was the first third of the season. And even then, I think we've only lost 2 in the last like 12, 13 games.
Yeah.
A lot of ties and a lot of, what are we called? Cardiac roots. A lot of like last minute comebacks. But yeah, no, the ties are gonna add up at the end. And then more recently in San Antonio, in even here against San Diego earlier, like we've had, right? San Antonio.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
Yeah. Chuy just
like,
said something under his breath that we
yeah. Oh, what'd you say?
No.
No. But I mean, there, I thought that was one of the games where, as a team, we fought together and stuck together and fought for each other, which was one of the things we were lacking. So now, like Memo said, how do we put the footy and that competitive aspect, that will and drive to win, into a 90+ minute game?
Yeah. No, I mean, we've all experienced a lot of these things together, so we all, I feel like, have similar thoughts. We got Johnny Rodriguez in the building. Let's
Hi. Hello. Johnny Be Good, aka Johnny Rodriguez, aka Johnny Be Good, aka the legend.
Oh my God. Okay. You want to talk about the legend? Let's talk about the legend. Johnny, you're coming off your first goal of the year in this last game.
Assisted by who?
Assisted by
Chuy.
Actually?
Like the other team center back.
Okay. So let's talk about, last year you broke your collarbone, came back, scored the goal of the year. Definitely a year of ups and downs. This year, bringing a forward from Venezia, it's been tough. It's been tough. Haven't been seeing the field as much as probably you'd like. You come in, score a goal, make an impact right away. How does that feel? Just reflect a little bit on that.
I mean, it feels good because, all right, well, I'm gonna talk about the goal first. The goal happened,
Okay.
we had a throw in. Emra throws it long. I tell Chuy before the throw in, I tell Chuy, do you want me to check and you're running behind so I can flick it onto you, or do you want to check and I go in behind? He's like, no, I'm gonna check, you going behind. I said, okay.
You go score.
I said, okay. So then the play develops. Emra throws it in. He gets a flick on, and then it's not the best flick on, but it's a flick on into goal. So I'm going into goal. The center back kind of reads it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna back press. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? He takes a bad touch, and then he tries to play his goalie, and it's just a bad ball by him. So I just take it, and then I was just lucky enough to take advantage of it. And then it's my first Laney goal, so I was very excited for that. And
okay, hold on. You're not lucky enough to take advantage. You put in the work. We see you every day working on finishing. Some days better than others, but we see you putting in the work. So it wasn't luck. But just talk about kind of the emotions of it. You mentioned first goal at Laney. What was the environment like? How did it feel? And especially just after the start of the year, what does it feel like?
I feel like it's just, like I said, my first Laney goal, and I've never experienced scoring there, obviously. So just scoring that goal there and then just hearing the fans it was kind of overwhelming. I usually know how to celebrate after I score, but when I scored that, I just didn't know what to do. And then you got this guy coming at me at 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was kind of overwhelming, but I'm glad that happened. And like you said, you're bringing in a Venezia forward. It's tough, but obviously, seeing him train every day and seeing what he does, I kind of pick his his bag a little bit and see what he does well and try to I guess piggyback on that. So I mean, I'm taking it more as a learning experience more than, you know, anything else, because at the end of the day he's there and he's a good number 9, and he's leading the league in goals. So I mean, what else can I?
It's not easy to be a forward playing behind
Right.
the Golden Boot leader, but I think you have the right attitude in that. You want to be playing with the best players. You don't want to be like, oh, I don't have to worry about playing well because the person behind me is not doing well. You want to put as much pressure on him as possible, and you want the person in front of you, like, you want them to push you.
Right,
I think you got the right approach to it. Exactly.
Both are happy. 11 goals in the year is a reflection of his competitive not his competitive, but the person he's competing with behind him.
Yeah.
So they kind of both push each other,
Yeah.
which is good to see. Now Johnny getting a goal, I think that doesn't add pressure to Otar, but he sees that there's someone in line ready to come in whenever.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a good balance between the two of them.
Yeah, I feel like healthy competition throughout the squad is always good. I feel like, and we've mentioned it in our meetings, like this is the deepest team we've been on.
A lot of us, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe, you know, if anyone just wants to chime in on like the competitive level of this team, the depth of this team, what it's like being on a team where, I mean, we got guys not in the 18 that would be starters on other teams, you know? So just maybe someone wanted to talk about that experience. I mean,
First year Wolfgang.
well, yeah, let's also Wolfgang. I mean, maybe we could get into the depth a little bit after, but Wolfgang, you got signed off. You came to the open tryout. They liked you, invited you to preseason. You did your thing. Now you're on the team. First year in the USL Championship. Just talk a little bit about that journey, because we've all been on trials, and open tryouts are not the easiest thing to perform well out. I mean, let's be real. They're kind of a money grab by clubs. Like,
yeah, for sure.
you know, a lot of the people don't have everyone has a real opportunity. I mean, you saw it. Wolfgang made the team off it. So it's real, but like the chances are slim. So just talk a little bit about the experience, you know, approaching that, getting invited to preseason, your mentality through that. And now here you are.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for anything for like open tryouts like that, it's kind of like a skill. You kind of have to like know like what you need to do like individually. Because I mean, it's really obvious that most of it's just like a money grab. But I mean, if you do well in your individual stuff, then you could obviously get picked up. But it was funny because I'm originally like a winger. I played a lot of winger and sometimes outside back. And when I was at the open tryouts, Juan just basically just put me in the midfield just to see like how I do. And then I happened to do like pretty well. And then yeah, he said, yeah, we like you a lot. We'd like to invite you to preseason. And then obviously that journey was like really fun. I mean, it's kind of like my first time kind of like leaving like home for like a long period of time to just like kind of like pursue this. And then, I mean, getting the contract was probably like the biggest accomplishment for me. So, I mean, I was playing in Nisa last year, playing for like 1904 last season. And I mean, it's been great. I mean, I've learned a lot. I mean, there's a lot of quality players here. I mean, it's been great just to like observe. And I mean, I feel like just training here has already just made me like 10 times better than I would have been anywhere else. And I hope to grow from it, especially like next season. I feel like I really want to try and fight for a spot, or at least be like on the roster and really like push people to compete. I want to be known as like an equal to everyone, not just a guy that's just like observing. Like I want to be.
I'll just jump in real quick. You are an equal, bro. Like, don't think of yourself as any less, because I mean, we see you in training, like you are dogging fools. I think it's just a testament to like the depth we have, you know, like for real. We got players who are not in the 18 that would be playing significant minutes on other teams, you know? So like, don't think of yourself as a non-equal, because you're an equal with all of us.
Right.
So, you know, just change that mindset, because bro, you got it. Like I mean, the improvement you've made since preseason to now is like, you're on a trajectory, you know? So it's like, and the work you put in, everyone sees the work you put in. So like, it's for real, sky's the limit. Mumba, let's chop it up, you know, a little bit with you. Just talk a little bit about this year's, I mean, like let's not sugarcoat it. Like, it's been a tough year. It's been a different year than last year. You know, you're playing a different position. We got a different team. Just talk a little bit about the adjustment from playing a different position, you know, being in a more competitive roster, Just what has that been like? And I'll credit you. You've handled it a lot better than I think you would have last year, you know? So I credit you to the way you've been working, the way you've been handling it. But just talk a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a little different for sure. Last year, I actually came to the team. If you guys remember, I was a midfielder for the first half of the season, and then once we started getting more pieces back healthy, my role for the team kind of began to change. So I took the liberty to go up to Jordan and tell him like, "Yo, I can help our team out in a different position." So he moved me out to the wing. I was able to contribute to the team a little bit on the wing. Had a decent season. Coming into this year, I was really ambitious. You know, I kind of had my I was ready. I was ready to come in and really compete as a winger, really. So coming in, when I was told like even before preseason that I'd be moving to an outside back, it was definitely different. It did kind of shift my mindset because it's a position I'm not used to playing. You know, I've never been a defender like growing up since youth. Like I've never liked defending.
Yeah.
So it was definitely something that I was not, too excited for at first. But it's definitely been a learning opportunity, I would say. And yeah, I mean, this season has been very different in terms of like my minutes played. Like last season, I think it was like 1,600 minutes, I think the whole season. And this year, I don't think I have one. So
You got in last game.
yeah, I mean, it's been hard, I just feel like for me, what I've really learned between the difference is my mentality and just trying to have my head on straight, regardless of what I'm going through personally, because if I'm not like mentally right or ready and the team does need me to hop in, I would just hurt our team. So for me, it's really just trying to be like mentally prepared and not checking out because things are different. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of still trying to be involved and just be ready, really. So I feel like that's just the difference. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think you said that well. And I think, like you said, your mentality's been different, and it's important. So I think I credit you again for that. I threw up on Instagram the opportunity for people to ask questions, and I haven't talked about that at all. So I feel like we should maybe go through a couple of those. One of them was, if you could relive any soccer experience, what would it be? I'll just jump in right away. I saw Landon Donovan score the World Cup goal against Algeria to send them through the next round. That was like craziest thing. But I was like 14 or 15, so I didn't really get to experience it. Like I would love to, be able to drink some beers at that game and experience it. So that's like one that I would like to relive. If anyone else has one, feel free. Watching, playing, any.
Watching, to be honest, the Cruz Azul America final, when Moy Munoz scored the header, it was like 3-3, but Cruz Azul was up. They were up. They won by 2 goals the other game, so they were up, and we needed 1 goal to tie it and go to extra time, and it was like the 92nd minute, 93rd minute, and Moy Munoz came from which is the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper for America came and scored a goal off a corner kick, and we went and won the championship. And I was a fan. I was like 12 years old. I remember it. I still have videos on Facebook. If I look it up right now, me screaming. So that was for me like the best. I would want to relive that for sure. And like you said, was probably some beers, my tía. I mean,
You did score a golazo last year. Just throwing that could be one to relive. Trying to think. You scored a goal. What was that, in the Nisa final or semifinals last few years ago? Okay, flex. So I'm just giving you some inspo. I don't know if those are ones.
If I could relive another moment, it'd probably be last year. I mean, the Orange County game that we lost in penalties. If I could relive it again, I'll relive that again. Hopefully, like we win it. But that game to me was just so fun. Like the whole thing, given obviously that we lost, it sucks. But just that whole for me, something like I like love when it gets to like knockout games because like it's nothing better than that, you know. Obviously, the El Paso game was a knockout game, and we go in there and beat them after, you know, literally no one gave us any type of like chance, and that too. But just something about those knockout games to me is just it gets me going. So I think any type of knockout game, especially like obviously in the USL, for me is like beyond like fun to just play, experience everything. So I think I wouldn't know. I think I would choose those knockout games. For me is just what I would probably relive.
I got an easy one. We need to relive the Mexico Netherlands game, the Noira Penal with VAR. I think it would have been a lot different. We go through. We get who do we get? We get Costa Rica. We would have got to semis. We gotta get to semis. No, but I think that's probably the one moment I would want to relive and hopefully have a different outcome. You throw VAR on there, it's a different story. Bro, come on, the man didn't get touched. Or my last year of academy, we lost the final in LA to freaking Chicago Fire, and yeah, that was bad. I would relive that one.
I guess for me, I think it'd be the 2010 World Cup. I think for me that was just like one of the most like entertaining like World Cups.
The whole World Cup?
The whole World Cup. I mean, for me, my team I wanted to watch was Uruguay, huh?
There were some golazos.
Watching Uruguay play and just seeing like how dominant just like Diego Forlan was.
Oh, it's
it was
because you're a
just,
big
like,
Forlan fan.
Yeah, I'm a really big
up.
Forlan fan.
He showed up.
That was just like so fun
His
like
goal
to watch.
against Germany?
Yeah, with the like bouncing volleys, it was
Yeah.
great. But yeah, I'd relive that one if I
The
could.
2010 World Cup was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
It was a good old days. Shakira and PK.
Okay.
I think one moment was, I mean, you guys already mentioned it, but I think that El Paso game. I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot of people get to go back home after playing for their hometown team. and
Yeah,
taking
just
them off
talk
of
a little
the-
bit about that. What was that like? That game for you?
I mean, a lot of emotions. I mean, Mark Lowry at the time, the coach there, was obviously the coach that gave me the opportunity to sign professionally. So it was big time. Now, you know, I mean, like I said, I think I mentioned it in an interview. They said I was, if I felt pressured or like, I was like, no, I mean, I don't have nothing to prove. I mean, I'm going in there and playing my game. I didn't have to, like, I didn't have in my mind that I had to like do this, do that to prove them wrong. I mean, I did what I could when I was there, and now it was just time to play my game.
Yeah.
That
In a
game.
sense, you already proved yourself. Like you were there for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Yeah. You proved yourself there. If anything is like the pressure was off, you're like coming back like, yo, I'm here to haunt you now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so I
No,
feel
but
like-
it was a fun game. I mean, from the first minute to last, so final whistle. I mean, and obviously with this happening with my dad recently, that game when he came up to me crying and everything, it was quite a moment. It was
Yeah.
good.
yeah, I can imagine.
The moment I think I would want to relive would probably be my first pro goal in sack,
Oh, yep.
because I think
Sir.
no, really though, but I think it's only because like when I scored that goal, like Johnny said, I didn't know what to do, like for the celebration. Like I think I almost ran
you
around the
just
whole
kept
field.
running. We're like-
So,
remember
I
that.
didn't
We're
know
like,
what
"No,
to
like,
do.
Stop. Like
I
we're,
just-
we're tired. We're tired. Like you
That's
need
what
to
I'm
chill."
saying.
Yeah.
I just
gra-
kept
think I
running,
grabbed
bro.
him by the back of his jersey. I'm like, yo, chill.
No, I had so much
God.
adrenaline going. I just didn't know what to do. But like after that, like I would plan my celebrations before the game almost. So like I think that one I maybe want to live it back because I want to do kind of a better celebration for that goal. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right though.
Yeah, that was a golazo. Nobody can
definitely
hear you,
Danny
Chuy, 'cause you're
Flores,
not
but-
holding the microphone, and that's I'm glad nobody's hearing that comment. Yeah,
Can you
nobody's hearing
describe
that.
your goal last year against
Okay.
Vegas? Do you remember that one? I think that was pretty
Yeah, that one's pretty
memorable.
dope. So Quincy got the ball to Lindo. Long story short, Lindo got it to me. I saw the goalkeeper come out, with my left, I chipped it right over the goalkeeper. And that goal right there was fire.
I don't think he scored
chipped
against
it.
Vegas.
By
Oh,
by
he
by
did.
chipped it, he means
I
he
remember.
hit it into the ground.
I
It
remember.
bounced
Hit
somehow.
off his shin, bounced off a rock over the goalkeeper.
I know what I did. I saw the goalkeeper out. My left foot is pretty good, so I chipped it.
Nah, bro, your goal against San Diego though, with the left foot, that was a banger.
All right, let's hear about this goal.
That was a must win.
How powerful was that shot?
That shot was going 2 miles per hour, bro. I saw that shit slow. It took like 40 seconds to get to that post next to that. I saw the goal. Even the goalkeeper was going slow motion. I was like, and then I went to go celebrate.
It's like when you
Must
kick a
win.
balloon, huh? And
Yeah,
it
when you
just
kick a balloon, it
glides.
just goes. That's exactly what happened.
I'll tell was the goalkeeper though.
That's my boy. I can't.
That is my that's my boy too.
He's pretty thought that he's like 6'3".
Okay. All right, that was good. Let's do another question from here. Another question. This is from our teammate Tarek Morad.
Next.
He said he'd be in the podcast and then dipped, but he did throw a podcast or a question in, so we'll take it. Which Roots player needs the most help with style? No. Hey, don't say that. I just gave Wolf a bag of my clothes. I literally, yeah.
That's why I've seen these shorts.
Bro,
Those are my shorts.
that's why I was thinking the same thing. Those are Max's shorts.
Explain why you needed some clothes though. You were here. I tell her. Explain.
Oh man, where do I begin? So basically, I maybe had like, since I was coming for preseason and obviously didn't know if I was gonna sign, so I maybe had like 5 articles of clothing at most. And so I was really just like switching up like each week of like which like same like
Combination.
same combination of clothes I would wear to see if like
Try to
people
mix
like
it
would
up.
notice or not. So it wasn't like that weird. But I mean, very thankful that Max set me up with the clothes. But I mean,
What a guy.
I do wear them a lot though. I would definitely not say I need help on style. Though. That's definitely not me.
All right,
Definitely lay that out. That's not me.
let's throw some people on the bus then. Let's see.
Well, let me give a little bit of context. Well, yeah, we'll get into JoJo's style in a second. But with Wolfgang, I had a whole bag of clothes I was gonna bring to like Crossroads or Buffalo Exchange to like try and get some money for it. I was like, Wolf, like look through the bag, pick out what you want, and then I'll take whatever you don't. So I gave him the bag, and then a few days later, I'm like, yo, like anything you like. He's like, yeah, I'll take it all. I'm like, bro, like the whole bag. Like I think you still might have my onesie Christmas pajamas in there, which that might need to go. But like, you took the
kept it
whole
all?
bag. Took the whole bag.
He's gonna show up to it for game day one
Bro.
day.
I know it's incredible. It's incredible. But yeah, JoJo, OG needs some help, man. OG needs some help.
Jojo, bro. Someone take this guy shopping for sure, bro. Seriously, that's all I'm gonna say. Jesus.
If you could play alongside any soccer legend, living or dead, who would it be and why? Okay, give the mic to Memo. That was a quick
That's a
answer.
bold-
That was a quick
David
answer.
Why?
Why?
Have you seen him play? Or did
Legend.
you ever see him play?
You'll stand up wide.
Huh?
Click your boy and your cross it. Perfect combination.
Perfect, huh?
But Beckham's gonna be
No,
crossing.
but I
it.
feel like I grew up like
Beckham's a winner.
watching, and that cross that I tried to do, I get it from him.
Hey, that is. I mean, I will say, Memo, you probably have one of the best services on the team, and so to
Appreciate
hear, yeah,
Not
Chuy-
everything's about you.
Chuy, you're not holding the mic. Nobody can hear it. But yes, Memo, you got one of the best crosses on the team. So to hear David Beckham is inspiration, I see why.
For sure, yeah.
I'll say mine. I would say, oh, this is tough. I'm torn between Zidane and Ronaldinho, just because I feel like Ronaldinho plays with such joy, and like he literally, yeah, he had fun. He was sambaing on the field. Like I feel like that would just be so fun to play with. But then Zidane is like, he's just kind of my idol in a lot of
Effortless.
ways. So those are my two that I would love to play with.
All right, you got to pick one.
Okay. Zidane, just because that's like my idol.
Man, that's art right there.
Yeah.
Art in motion. That's an easy one. Messi.
Yeah.
He's the greatest to ever do it. Don't at me. Johnny agrees. No, Johnny agrees.
If there was one player I would want to play with, would it be Cristiano Ronaldo, simply because he's the greatest player to ever touch a soccer ball. Literally, don't know. It's literally not debatable, but yeah, that's who I would play with. I think me and him would work very well together with a 4-4-2. Oh my god.
You and him up there?
Oh my god. Doesn't matter. Give me freaking Ariel Mbumba and Chuy.
Oh,
my
yes,
God.
sir.
What else do we want?
And we will be right back. We just need to do something with our camera. Yeah,
No.
Chuy wants to talk about what player he would want to play with.
Neymar Jr., the best player that has ever lived,
Why?
because he just does things that other players can't do.
Do you have anything to say about?
Kind of plays like me.
Okay. Oh yeah. Do you have anything to
plays like me.
say about some of the antics? Some of the flopping or
Dramatic.
Yeah, I'm glad he does that because I learned a lot from that. I do that all the time. Even though they actually hit me here, especially fucking JoJo. but other than that, I learned a lot from the flopping. I see a player that's gonna tackle me, I leave my leg right there, boom, and I scream, and then I get the foul.
Yeah.
Shout out to the USL refs.
It looked like you and Johnny were getting into it a little bit in small sided yesterday. It didn't
That
cross
was
the line, but
that was Jose instigating because he said I 2-footed Johnny and I didn't.
I did see a tackle by you.
Ask
but it
Akeem.
looked-
I don't
it
know if
looked
we have
like
video
it
on that.
tasted-
I don't know if we have video on
We
that.
already talked, me and Johnny. You don't have to talk.
But he 2-footed me because he was angry at another player and he thought that was
okay,
a
but look,
moment
all right,
to take
and
advantage on me.
if I 2-footed, I apologize. But then we talked, and I was like, Johnny, you keep it real with me, I keep it real with you. That tackle that was done by other player, I'm not gonna say any names, but he's a left back. His name's Akeem. Was it worse?
Yeah, no. Yours on mine was worse because you had bad intentions when you threw that. But being the player that I am,
No.
being the player that I am, I saw you coming in trying to end my career, so I moved. Yes, you were trying to do that, and it's okay.
It's because you scored and I didn't.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bro, don't ever say that. But Akeem,
No, I'm joking. But yeah, but you
bad.
did 2-foot me. Like everybody saw it. Let's be honest.
No cleats up though.
No, it was cleats up at my ankles. Everybody saw it, and Josecito is right here.
Come on, you
What
want
a- What does it matter to you anyway? Everything.
Okay.
Wolfgang, your favorite player.
Yeah, Wolfgang. If
favorite
you could
player.
play with a player, who would it be?
If I could play with any player,
Don't name me. You can't name me.
It cannot be a Roots player.
I mean, I guess I gotta say Cristiano Ronaldo when he was at Manchester United.
Wow.
07,
Wow, we got a
08.
couple.
I mean, like my first ever jersey was like a
Jose
Wayne
did.
Rooney jersey at Man U. So I've always been a fan of like Manchester United when Sir Alex Ferguson was there, and just like watching just like Ronaldo like highlight videos is like all like I would do. Considering since I played like on the wing a lot, it was just
Yeah.
like really fun. Either that or Ian Robin. Ian Robin's like a really
Ooh.
good player too.
Don't mention that name, bro.
Okay.
Don't mention that name.
It was just like the craziest thing. This watching him cut in, and you know what he's gonna do every time, but he'll cut in. And
That's
shoot
the
and
next-
scores
yeah.
almost like every time. It was
I
like
don't-
crazy.
He has
to
a
me.
bad
Just, like,
hairline.
he literally had like that one base skill, but no one could stop him, no matter like how well you did.
Yeah. That's a good one. Mumba, you have one?
I think I would say either Andres Iniesta. You said who?
Trey.
Trey? Nah, I played with that fool already. Nah,
my boy Trey.
I
man.
would probably say like Andres Iniesta or
Shout out my
Ousmane
boy Trey, man.
Dembele. Two very different
Josie.
players, but what they do on the ball is pretty magical to me. Like for Iniesta, I say I pick him because I feel like I would just want to watch him, like not even play with him, just watch him in training and just see like how he's doing in training, how he just controls the game. And Dembele as well, because like that fool is crazy on the ball, bro. Left
Yeah.
and right foot. I'm all left, but
Hey, I've seen
Yeah.
some strikes with the right peg. Okay, let's
Just win.
we'll wrap it up here.
Win, 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 win.
I want to give a personal thank you to all you guys. I appreciate not just the time, but you guys, sharing your experiences, your perspective, your stories. I feel like this shit matters. Like showing people that we're more than just what they see on a Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, or a Wednesday night. There's a lot more to us than that. And I appreciate you guys for doing this. And we're just getting started. Now we don't have to be on the road. We could be at home. We could do more of these. So stay tuned. Appreciate you guys.
Put out there. What player do you guys want to hear talk? Who do you guys want to hear? You can go and
Yeah. if you're
Besides me,
listening-
because I know you guys want to hear
Well,
me, but
Yeah, Johnny, after the first episode, a lot of people were like, where's Johnny? Like, we need Johnny. So we finally got
The
Johnny.
legend.
he actually came and they got scared.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
legend.
He pretended like he opened the door and was like, oh, like you guys are
That's
home,
Johnny, that's
son," and
Johnny.
he just dipped.
yeah.
But let us know who you want to have on. Let us know some topics. Yeah, we're working on getting Otar on. He's a slippery guy. No wonder he scored so many goals. Okay, we'll wrap it up here.
Rito.
Appreciate you guys. Stay tuned.
Big shout out, Max.
Thanks, Jose.
Hey, shout out.